Since you were last with us, we've actually won quite a few games. We're now third in the league, I think. Should we try and carry on? Hello guys, and welcome back to episode number 20 of Going Intercontinental. My name is David, and in this episode we'll be bringing you the games against Boca and Vélez. I do appreciate the disclaimer that I was going to show you the Gimnasia game as well. I got a little bit too click happy. I started the game and then realised I wasn't going to come back and save it because I hadn't saved it before those games, and I would have felt like I was save scumming to get back to that one to show you guys. So I have elected to ignore that one, but as you can see, we have found a bit of form. We are doing very nicely in the league at the moment. So after the two games which we won against Huracan and Aldosivi, we carried on winning for a couple of games at least. So we beat Teleres 4-1. You can see good selection of goal scorers there. We beat Union 5-0. Great game to watch that one. And then we did capitulate on the square pitch. And we lost 4-1 away to Lanús. To be honest, that was an awful game. We had a goal disallowed for offside by VAR, which definitely should have stood. I don't know if I've heard that one before. And yeah, they just scored with every shot they had. So it was one of those. Independiente, we didn't really do too much to help ourselves there. We didn't play too badly, but we didn't play fantastically. And then last time out against Gimnasia, newly promoted side, we beat them fairly comfortably in a 3-0 win. As far as the table looks, we are currently in third place, which I'm very, very pleased with at the moment as we start the season. I'm very, very conscious about the fact that there is no continental colour schemes like there normally is, and I have checked on the rules for this and it doesn't say anything about who qualifies for continental football anymore, so I'm a little bit worried that that's just disappeared, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, 7 games in, 5 won, 2 lost, goal difference of +9, best in the league, and we've been scoring goals for fun, as you'll be able to see if I go into the actual league table. You can see joint top scorers in the league with River, and doing pretty well down the other side. We're not conceding a huge amount either. So yeah, pretty pleased with how the season started. Since you were last with us, we also have made some transfers. We have got this guy joining at the start of the new year, Abel Araya, who's a young centre-back. He's got some potential to grow. I'm not 100% he's going to be the best signing in the world, but we got him fairly cheap. As you can see, he does reckon he's going to improve quite nicely. So we'll keep an eye on him, but he'll probably go straight out on loan or into the reserves just for the time being. But transfer-wise, since then, the last signing you would have seen was Limusan, I believe. He has come in and he's played very well so far. He's a good goalkeeper. He's come in and helped out the squad very nicely indeed. But we've also managed to buy Lautaro Torres, who's a very, very good playmaker, which I'm very pleased with. If we see his stats, you'll see that he's got some fantastic stats on him. Very, very good looking player. Vision 16, passing 16, flair, dribbling, first touch, technique. It's all there, which I'm very pleased about. He's been playing rather well since he's joined us, as you can see. He's been assisting all over the place. We have Laureano Collazo, who's just a young goalkeeper who we brought in because, again, he's got a bit of potential, and we did get rid of Barlasina. He's actually gone to Tottenham. So where is he on the side here? He's gone to Tottenham for 60,000 because I realised that his contract was running out at the end of the calendar year. So I thought might as well ship him on, get him off the wage budget. He is now on a bumper £24,500 a week. So fair play to him. He's come out of that quite nicely. Thiago Casasola, he is a centre back / right back / right wing back we brought in on loan from Lazio. Again, very, very nice looking player. The good thing is obviously he can play as a centre half as well, and he's got some fairly decent stats considering he is meant to be a ball playing defender. Also works quite nicely as a central defender as well, so we've got him as an option as a backup in case Caligari or Damien Fernandez picks up a knock or anything. And then we brought in Alexis Villarreal, I think that's how you say it, who is a centre attacking mid and a centre forward who can play. We brought in on loan from Racing Club. Again, very well-rounded player, lots of double figures on there. Hasn't really featured too much so far and hasn't really pulled up any trees since then. But he'll be a very good option, mainly because Roman Bravo is being touted by other clubs. He's got some interest. Last I checked, it was just from Southampton. It's now from Arsenal as well. Fantastic. And he has a £5 million release clause. Did try to do a new contract to try and increase that. They weren't having it; they wanted it cheaper. So I figured if he leaves, he leaves for 5 million, and that puts us into an even healthier financial position. And we've got a few players who can come in, or we can reuse that money in January to try and bring in a new player. But without any further ado, let's get into the game against Boca. So the team we have for today's first game is Limasan in goal. Ferroni, Casasola, as you mentioned there, Fernandez and Nadal the back four. Casasola has come in because Caligari is injured, as Ferroni in for the currently injured Patolo. They did mention they could both probably play, but I didn't want to risk it. We've got Torres and Belmonte in the centre of the park. Belmonte, again, coming very nicely into the game. He's not really played in his favoured defensive midfield role because I have been playing Sforza up in the middle, as we can see here, but we have got the option to do that and change it around if we want to. Aguirre, Sforza, Benitez supporting then Bravo up top, who has had, as you can see, a fairly decent start to the season. But the good thing is we've got goals coming from all over the pitch. Nadalan with a couple, Fernandez with a couple. We've been firing them in from quite a few different areas, which is always what you like to see. So yeah, it's been a decent run since you last saw us, which I'm very pleased about. I was worried that we were going to have a pretty terrible run of form. But yeah, apart from the 2 games against Independiente and Lanús, on the dodgy pitch, I'm pretty pleased with how we've gone. But this is going to be probably, I would suggest, our biggest test yet, away to Boca. So this is going to be an interesting one. So we're unbeaten. We haven't won a game against Boca yet. So we want to try and improve that if we can. Let's try and get that record back on, and let's have a drink to get that little frog out of Aguirre on the break. Plays the ball out to Benitez on the right hand side, who's presumably going to try and whip a ball back in. Lets it run, goes past his man just about. Ball in, and the keeper gets to it, so nothing coming there. Does mean that he's just gone straight past his man. Easy ball, easy save for Limasan though. A little bit of a worry there. Damian Fernandez not really doing a huge amount to stop that guy from coming past him. If we do win today, we do have a chance of going top of the table. Like I said, we do have to win, and now Racing Club winners, that doesn't put us top of the table. However, if we can just keep this good run going, I'm going to be very pleased indeed. That's the minimum I'm after at this stage, is just to try wherever we can. We're going to lose a couple of games, I appreciate that. We're not going to win them all, and we're not going to draw them all either. So as long as we can just play well enough against the better teams to try and get a result, which we're not really doing at the moment, then I'll be a happy guy. But we shall see. Still a long way to go in this game, of course, 13 minutes in. And it's all Boca at the moment. We've had all of the ball, none of the chances. Ferroni there doing very nicely to stop Buffarini from getting anywhere, although he has lost his man there, and Buffarini's going to try and get a ball in, is he? He's going to get a ball to the air, far post. Tobias has scored. I mean, that was always going to happen. That's that classic Newell's defensive tactic. Comes near the far post. No one fancies it. They're just going to leave it and move on. So yeah, not ideal, but yeah, 1-0 down. Not 1-0 down. We're not even had a shot or a shot on target, which is not how I would have wanted this game to start. I have to be honest. Yeah, don't mind if we lose. I'd like to win. So we want to try and keep the results coming where we can, keep a bit of momentum. But if we are going to lose, let's lose and lose admirably. Let's not lose with one shot in the whole game when we've had 68% of the ball. And again now, it's gone wide. Again, they just seem to be making chances left, right, and centre. It's 2-0. Starting to wish I'd not skipped through the Gymnasia game. I know this is going to be difficult. I didn't expect it to be this bad. Not 2-0 down within 18 minutes. This is really, really poor. No one's covering him on the edge of the box there. And he's just got all the time in the world to pop it in the top left corner. Room for improvement, I think it's fair to say. Gira's picked that up. What's he going to do with it? Is he going to run past his man? He's in on goal here. Is he going to have a chance? What's he going to do? It's been saved by the keeper. It's a good chance, but again, not quite making the most of it. Now a corner now. Torres is going to put that one in. Doesn't get to anyone, but he does get it back. Puts it to Casasola. To Torres again. Is he going to go with it? Oh, it's a good shot. Raffo manages to tip it wide. So it's another corner. Ferroni to take this one from the left-hand side, or his left foot. Casasola at the near post doesn't quite get to it. Sforza is going to pick it up on the edge, though. We're starting to build into the game a little bit. Shame we're 2-0 down when that's happening. Ball over the edge of the box. Oh, Benitez nearly gets to it. So we're making more chances, which is good. Torres with a free kick this time. Ball in. Fernandes! Third goal of the season from centre half. He's proving a very shrewd signing. I'm very pleased with. A lovely ball in from Torres. That's his third assist of the season, I think. And that is as cool as you like. Bottom corner. Outstretches everyone in the area and puts it in. And we're back into the game a little bit. Is all I'm after. So 2-1 now. Like I said, we've definitely built into the game since we went 2-0 down, so I'm quite pleased with that. I'm going to continue to demand more out of the players. See what we can get out of this. This is not the position we want to be in. Adelaide manages to get there. Ball out. It's not going to quite get to Bravo. Oh no, it is on the knockdown. He's gone past his man. He has got support here. I think he's going to go for it alone though. And he's done it! Oh! Keeper's had a terrible save. It's dropped straight back to Bravo and he's scored the follow-up. Golazo, golazo, golazo. Runs straight past his man. That's wonderful stuff, that. That's what happens here. Then he takes a shot. Keeper saves it. Palms it straight back into the path. And that's a wonderful save. What's the keeper done there? It's a wonderful save. A wonderful goal, sorry, from a very tight angle. And we are back level, which I'm very pleased with. We've certainly pulled our finger out since the 2 goals there, which was very good. Let's do the revenge one. Again, I'll be quite happy with the draw. If we can hold Boca to a draw, they're definitely a better team than us at the moment. So hopefully that's not going to continue to be the case. I'm very pleased with the transfer business we've done, to be completely honest with you. I think we've done a very good job in strengthening some areas that I was potentially happy with, but just wasn't aware that they could be improved. Is probably the answer. But yeah, we're not doing too badly at all. And if we continue on this trajectory, we'll definitely be in with a chance of getting into the top 6 by the end of this season. Obviously, being a big old season, 42 games, still got a way to go. But if we can keep going this way, I'm confident. Benitez on the ball now. Managed to get across into the near post, nowhere near anyone. Keeper picks it up. Not sure what that was. Hopefully, it's not going to form into a Boca highlight. Fernandes does pick up the ball to Nadalan under a bit of pressure, playing it around the back nicely though. Oh, nearly tries to make the ball forwards. It's going to drop. No, Benitez managed to get a foot in. It goes back to Fernandes again. We seem to be picking up a lot of Fernandes. It's a very common Argentinian name. Monte now to Torres. Lovely ball out wide to Benitez. Finds him there. Is he going to put a ball in across the box? It's in there. It's in. I thought it was no goal. It's Roman Bravo. We're 3-2 up. Yes, please. It's exactly what I want to see. I want to see Bravo poking him in for fun. I want to see Benitez getting into those positions. It's a lovely ball out wide from Torres. I mean, that is his 16 vision and passing, all put into one there. Oh, I see. That's what's happened. It was a low cross. I thought it was a header. But we are 3-2 up against title favourites Boca at the moment. I'm very pleased with this. This is a top of the table clash, very much going our way at the moment, and it's going to put us at the moment into second in the league. Obviously, River are away to Estudiantes, so there's still every chance that they could come out with a win. But let's make a change now and try and freshen up on the pitch a little bit. I am actually going to do the change I talked about. I'm going to put Sforza back because he's not really had too much of an impact on the game. And then we'll bring on Calcaterra and give him a run out on the right-hand side. We'll put him on the support instruction so he's not going too far forwards. And then we'll put in Belmonte as the defensive ball-winning midfielder. In fact, let's put that as his personalised one. Same with him. Just makes my life a little bit easier as well. And I think for now, that will do. I need to keep an eye on Ferroni. In fact, actually, let's bring Andriozzi on as well, onto the left-hand side. He's been pushing for first-team football, and he's been getting it every now and again. Admittedly, not on the left-hand side, so it's going to be a first for him in this game. But hopefully, he can keep it nice and tidy for the rest of this game. Boca lads are fired up, so we've got to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, still second in the league. River haven't quite managed to break through against Estudiantes at the moment. Nadalan with a throw. It's Belmonte playing around nicely. Hopefully this isn't one of the ones where we lose the ball quite early. Torres, who's he going to find this time? That's a wonderful ball over the top to Bravo. He's in on goal here. He's going to make it 4. He's going to make it 4. It's the hat-trick hero. What a player. I mean, he's not going to be around for very long if he continues to do that. But let's take a moment to pick out the ball from Torres. That is incredible. Loops it over the top. Lovely first touch from Bravo. Finishes it as cool as you like. I was never worried we'd lose this game. Well, 4-2. I mean, that is not what I expected at all. Okay, I'm going to freshen them up, freshen up the little boys a little bit. I'll give one of the players who doesn't normally get a run out a bit of a chance. I'm going to bring in Scaglierini instead of Casasola, because he's still not quite fully up to speed with the team yet. So I'll give Scaglierini a chance to show his worth. Bravo, this first yellow card of the season. That's one thing, we have been getting quite a few yellows at the moment, but I don't think we've had any reds just yet. It's a ball across Andriozzi. I'm not sure what he was doing there. I thought he would have left the ball. And that's going to prove a very interesting last 6 minutes. That was a very poor decision from Andriozzi, because I don't think that came off anyone. No, he should have left that. Should have just let it run. Instead, he's headed it back to Buffarini, and that's caused the goal. So I think we can entirely blame Andriozzi there, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He is not used to playing on the left-hand side. So clearly not used to doing that. Hopefully we can see this out. 5 minutes of added time. Jeez, what's going on here? Oh, that's our game. It says it's 4-2 still, which is not. Corner for Boca. Oh, it's gone in. Oh, no, it hasn't. It's gone over the crossbar. Oh, Jesus. I thought that just gone over the line. But I think it's hit the bar and just trickled over. Could really do with the game finishing now. I don't mind. Just no more highlights. What a game. Yes. A 4-3 win. Not quite the defensive display I was looking for, but we have beaten a team that we have so far not managed to beat in this series. So I'm very, very pleased we managed to do that. We stay third in the league because River did eventually manage to get a goal against Estudiantes, but I'm very, very pleased with that so far. I've got the best goal difference still. So we'll carry on that, and we'll come back for the away game in just a few weeks' time in game time for the match away to Vélez, who are favourites by the looks of it. So let's see what we can do against them as well. Okay then, guys. Time for game number 2. We're against Vélez. Couple of changes. In fact, no, sorry, just the one change from the last game, which is Caligari back into the squad. Fernandez is ineligible for this game because we cannot play against his parent club. So that is the only change that's happened. Otherwise, it is very much as you were. So let's get into it. So yeah, Limassol in goal, standard back four, Torres, Belmonte, standard front four, basically. Still no bids through from Bravo since last saw us, so nothing has changed there. He is still very much our player, despite being in incredible goal scoring form at the moment, considering how well he's been playing itself. However, I have scouted for a player who I believe could replace him and is there to recoup some money if that is the case. I cannot for the life remember his name, even though I looked at him literally like a minute before I started recording this. Brian Aguirre is injured. That's a good start. Right, so that's going to be Martin Benitez onto the left-hand side. And then that's going to be Alexis onto the right. Cool. Not the way I wanted to start the game. Doesn't tell me what injury it was. I'll check that out in a minute, see if it's anything untoward, but not how we wanted to start. Vella's got the ball. It's not good either. That's right. I'd rather not be a goal and a man down, a good player down within the first 5 minutes of the game. I get the impression we might be, you know. Oh no, Benitez tried to get it off him. Ball in. Far post. Oh, it's gone straight over. Oh, Nadland does get his head on that, which is good. Another chance there. Oh no, it's just gone wide. Ooh, that was close. Anyway, he plays for Lanús at the moment. He's in their under 19 reserve squad at the moment, so I'm not sure why he's in there because he looks like a very, very good player. He's slightly less developed than Bravo is right now, and as we go 1-0 down, I was come to expect it. We've been absolutely dominated so far in his first 15 minutes. So he's not as well developed. I've not fully scouted him yet, so he is missing a couple of things that I haven't quite figured out. It's the defensive side of his game, but to be honest, Bravo doesn't have any of that. So there's no huge detriment to him not having that. Just need to see how he develops as we continue to scout him. But he is playing well at the moment, which is always going to help. But he has a release clause, I believe, of £1 million. So if we want him, if we are going to get 5 million for Bravo, which is what we're sticking for, I'm not giving him up for any less. If people want him and the way he's playing, they're going to have to match that release clause. Then, yeah, we've potentially got a replacement we can bring in if we need to. Again, I think we're kind of moving away from the youth a little bit, seeing as we do have a bit of money. Although I did look at the projections and we are going to be in the red again before the end of the season, unless we sell someone, or make money somehow, presumably through better attendances, continental competitions, etc., etc. So there's still a chance we can do something like that, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, this game has got off to a shocking start from us. We've not really done anything, and we've gifted Veles the lead very early on, and we've not really done anything to back ourselves up since. Since Aguirre has come off, I mean, that's not really changed anything to us. Oh yeah, what does it say? Oh, it's just disappeared. Can we find it on his screen already? Just says fully fit, so no. Amazing to think he's still not scored a league goal for us. No, I'm going to say I'm disappointed, actually. Show me something else, because I'm not particularly pleased. What does it say? Lower leg injury. Maybe that's an ankle, maybe that's a broken leg, I don't know. Could be anything. We'll have to wait and see. Good thing is we're still going to remain in third at the moment, assuming we lose this game. We will stay there pretty much. Actually, no, we'll go down to fourth if Independiente win against Argentinos Juniors. It's the only thing to consider at this stage. We're just not playing very well today, unfortunately, in this particular game. Not created a single highlight chance, which is worrying. Got some nervous players. Like I say, we've only made one change, and it's at the back, so we shouldn't really be struggling to go forwards. But we're just not creating anything, so we're going to have to go very attacking for this last 20 minutes just to try and fashion some chances. I'm going to bring off Sforza and bring on Nicolas Castro because he's not really done anything in this game. And I'm going to bring Ferroni on for Bartolo as well. Make all of our changes now. See, we lost one of them at the start. Neither of those two have played very well, so let's get those two off the pitch and bring on some new fresh legs and see what we could do. But again, we're just not really creative. We're not even having the ball like we normally do, which is a big concern. Just being completely played off the park by Veles in this game. We've still not created a single chance, really, of note. 5 shots, 1 on target. This is them on... Oh, no. Taking the ball to see what Villarreal can do. Is that a penalty? Looks like it might have been. Referee's heading over to his little box. It looks like that was in the area to me. Let's have a look. What's it going to be? Oh, come on. What are you waiting for? It happened outside of the box. I thought it was inside, but fine, whatever. I'm going to say I'll take it if we score, but we haven't. It's a lovely ball out to Torres. Playing space. Just not a very good cross, though, unfortunately. Room for improvement. Ferroni in there with a nice challenge. Back to Casasola. Ooh, it's a bit scary. That was a terrible decision. I thought you would have played it to the right, but he hasn't done. Again, just not doing anything. Still no more shots on target, no more shots, and no more percentage of the ball, which is a very disappointing game to finish off because we're not going to have a highlight at the end of this, and I don't think we're going to claw this back because I think we are consigned to defeat. He can't even get the ball out to Bravo. He's just up top all on his own. He's not really can do anything. That's going to be, it's just gone wide of the post. And that's probably going to be all she wrote, folks. We're down to 5th because Independiente are winning their game. And that is it. Didn't really offer anything. Tell the boys their efforts are excellent. No. No, they weren't excellent. They were actually really, really substandard. Don't get me wrong, Veles are a good team, so a win would have been great, but that we didn't even turn up for that one. I don't personally feel. What's this? Brian Aguirre, he's up for 2 to 3 pulled calf muscle. Leave that to physio. Yeah, Newell's poor performance adds to a poor defeat. There you go, simple as that. Nothing really happened. Succession of fouls prevented the match from ever truly getting into a rhythm. Yeah, just didn't really play very well. But anyway, folks, that will call an end to this episode. Before we go away, let's check when we'll come back. Obviously, we do have 42 games this season now, so we do have to consider that as well. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for a couple of teams we haven't played before. So let's come back for the game against Quilmes, I believe, again, a newly promoted team. And a team we have played but you've not seen us play is Sarmiento Junin. So we'll come back for those two. So we'll do the next three offline. I'll come back for the Quilmes and Sarmiento games for episode 21. But I hope you've enjoyed that one, guys. If you have, then please make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe for all the regular content that's going to be coming out on this channel, both this series, new ones that are in the pipeline, hopefully in the near future, and experimental videos as well. My name's David. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll speak to you guys next time. Cheers.